In today's Path of Exile 2 video, I'm taking your suggestions and spinning a wheel. We landed on Chronomancer with quarter staff. With this character I need to beat Path of Exile 2. Basically, I need to defeat Arbiter of Ash. There will be a bunch of cool rules, but more on that later. First of all, let's create our character. Chronomancer is one of the least played classes, but at least he knows what time it is. It's smash o'clock. And we are ready to dominate Path of Exile 2. Starting my journey near the river and helping this guy. Well, almost helping. I'm ready for action, but I forgot something. Well, where is my weapon? Oh yeah, I'm using Monk loot filter, so I need to pick up this manually. Yes, as sorcerer we need to use magic at the first level, but one of the main rules for this run is to level up and also use quarterstaff for the full run. So after Mr. Miller is defeated, I'm getting my level up and trying to find good notes on passive skill tree. Well, there is no physical damage notes for sorcerers. I guess we will take energy shield then and get my first skill gem from Rendley in Clearfell. By the way, I won't be able to use my currency, I won't be able to use my gold, so technically we're playing solo self-found for now, but I can buy my first quarterstaff. It was pretty bad by the way, so I decided to play as a range character for now and crafted Glacial Cascade. Because even though I can evade every attack like a true ninja, let's not forget, we are still squishy sorcerers, so we need to be careful. After clearing a bunch of basic monsters, I encountered Bayra. It's the first boss of the game, and while I am easily avoiding her attacks and destroying her, she dropped me insanely cool unique item that will give me ability to inflict aggravated bleeding on enemies, basically stronger version of basic bleed. And it was pretty obvious that I crafted bleed as my first support gem. This helped me defeat next few bosses because the HP started to melt pretty fast. They dropped more support gems and more skill gems, so I crafted my first skill build for leveling, with Frozen Locust to freeze enemies and juke them if needed, Glacial Cascade as my range attack, and also if enemy is frozen it will deal almost quadruple damage to him, and Frost Bomb because it increases all elemental damage. Still, around level 5 I realized I'm just a squishy sorceress with a stick, and I'm definitely lacking something right now. It was Contagion that helped me to destroy packs of monsters in a matter of seconds, because Contagion is damage over time effect that will curse monsters and spread between them when they are defeated. All I need to do is to just apply it to one monster, defeat him, and that's it, pack is cleared. And without Contagion I'm building around it like in StarCraft by Zerlings. But anyway, I got all the tools to defeat our first big boss. This boss will drop me a skill gem level 3 and I will get my Bell for insane single target damage, and now I can beat anyone. Funnily enough, I can survive big boss hits. That's because we don't have any offensive nodes nearby and I got loads of extra energy shield. After getting my spirit, I crafted Wind Dancer for extra evasion. And now I slow down enemies with my ice skills and basically can evade or survive anything. After defeating Executioner, we got skill level 5. And that's of course Ice Strike. That's one of the most important skills for me because it gives me insane amount of DPS and extra damage on top of my Bell. You see my full build on the screen right now, and it's time to beat Count Geonor and finish Act 1. And I will leave live commentary over here. Okay dokie. Nice. I like how we can evade this stuff. When he's so slow, it feels so much better. That's battle. Okay, I feel the damage, look. That bell. Bro, you're fighting in the wrong way. Oh, frozen and stunned. By the way, Count Geonor is one of these bosses. When he drops below 50% health, he goes into his second form, completely restores his health pool and also gets insane set of new abilities that can freeze you, one-shot you, disable you, or basically he can hide from the damage and use wolves against you. That's a real challenge for monk sorcerers. Oh my goodness! Okay, we survived. They disappeared, this means... Oh. Okay. We need to take my time. It's better to land few hits than 5 and die. Oh, okay. It was great wait. Oh, stupid wolves. Oh. They nerfed Frozen Locust so much. Okay. Oh, they disappeared. Nice. It's now or Never. Okay, I can land one attack between each kid, and... Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Okay, I need to be careful. Wait, one more attack. And... out. Okay. So boss is defeated and we are ready to go into Act 2. However, there is one more rule. After every act, I will spin a wheel for bonuses. I haven't recorded, but it's on a live stream. We landed on a currency stash tab and we are ready to conquer Act 2. However, right now I decided not to use any currency. There is no need. I will get a lot better items right from the get-go when we arrive to Act 2. So I rushed into the first boss fight, and while he is so slowed by my icy attacks, I started to think how we will approach the build, because Act 2 is where we actually get our ascendancy and we need to find synergy between Chronomancer and Monk. Honestly, right in this fight I started to realize where it's all going. We will stick with ice and we will slow enemies down with cold attacks, and also we will slow down time as Chronomancer. It should be cool. But my thought process was interrupted by this lucky drop. We got yellow rare quarterstaff. After revealing, I see that it's not actually a super good quarterstaff. It's even worse in terms of DPS to my previous one. But since I got access to my currency tab, I decided to drop few exalts on top and hit increased physical damage. That's money. At this point I almost forgot that I got any other skills. I just rush forward with ice strike and drop bells on bosses, and it's just too easy with good weapon. At this point I even forgot that I'm playing as squishy sorceress. I just evaded all attacks like a true ninja monk and destroyed bosses with my ice attacks. However, we get our token for Trials of Ascension, and I asked chat, should I get one more bonus after Ascension? Everyone told me yes. After defeating few basic bosses and getting few points for my passive skill tree, I decided it's time to ascend and become Chronomancer. Therefore I went straight into Trials of Sekimas. And it's so nice to have double motivation, because I know I will not only get more power by becoming Chronomancer if I complete these trials, but also I will get one new bonus on my spin wheel. It may be something big. While Trials of Sekimas may have a little bit of randomness in terms of penalties, right now I was pretty lucky. My first penalty is I will lose a little bit of movement speed if I got hit by monsters, but I can't get hit by monsters because I changed my build a little bit. Look, I'm using this crazy skill. It called Wave of Frost and it got increased freeze build-up, therefore it just freezes enemies in a single hit. I switched Frozen Locust for it and never looked back. I reached a formidable foe with full honor and it's time to fight. He is actually pretty scary dude and he got nice protection from different element types, but he don't have nice protection against ice. That's where our Ice Monk actually excels, and with nice combinations, rotations, bells and attacks, he is basically defeated. Therefore, I'm getting my Ascension. And honestly, it's even smart to pick Stormweaver for extra damage, but via Chronomancer for control. I started to see what we can pick, and there's nice skills like Sense of Time that can give me insane area of effect. There's cool active skill that leaves shadow behind that I can use to backtrack myself. That's a true time controlling weaver. But I decided to start with slowing enemies in my presence passive ability. I rolled the wheel and landed on support gems, therefore I got access to insanely cool support gems that gives me insane speed. And look at enemies, they're just insanely slow. I can prepare my second cup of coffee while this boss lands his second attack. Oh my goodness, he can't even land his third. In combination of freezing enemy and then destroying him with Glacial Cascade is just insane damage. Oh jeez. I got a little bit more cocky and played in the third person for the part of this act. It was super weird and fun, but hey, I can afford it, because we not only slowing enemy movement but also their action speed. And honestly, it feels just insanely weird, but also insanely fun. Enemies' attacks are so indicated and they're so slow that we can evade any attack easily and just destroy them. I actually prepared very cool epic music for this fight, but I guess it is what it is. It was just easy. Wake up, Asala. Anyway, it was time to roll my next bonus, and we landed on Unique Stash Tab. Yeah, I'm not only getting access to passive skill gems right now, level 5, also to my currency stashed up, so I socketed my skills, but now I'm getting uniques that will definitely increase my power, so I don't even need to invest in gear anymore. Honestly, I adjusted weights on these rolls, and actually there's a lot more chance to unlock gold and traders for basic gear, or essences and runes for a little bit more chance to craft, but I hit jackpot. It's probably the most broken combination I could have at Act 3. I don't want to make this video solo self-found slog fest, but I wonder what you think about these rules. Should I tone them down? But anyway, with unique stash tab I get access to permanent onslaught that gives me more movement speed and attack speed while enemies is slowed down. And this act was just fun. And I don't know why, but chat kept telling me that I need to get one more bonus after Trials of Chaos, so I decided to wait until attending these trials a little bit. At least till the point when I start to face some bosses that can compare in power with me, but honestly there is none. When enemies is slowed down, it's just completely another game. Look at his attacks, we can evade anything even just by walking. And oh my goodness. I don't think we even need a bonus after Trials of Chaos. Just look at this. After reaching Black Chambers, I decided it's the time to go straight into Trials of Chaos and get my Ascension. And again, it's just completely another game when monsters basically stop moving when they approach you. I don't know what this guy is thinking about, but this bird, when he's standing still, is completely not a problem for me. And we got our Ascension. I decided to pick this extra area of effect, since most of my skills is area of effect skills and improving area is a great deal. Now it's time to fight our final boss of Act 3. I started fight with my basic opening, rolling around, evading attacks and trying to freeze enemy, but freezing Thaumaturge is really hard stuff, and his attacks is pretty deadly. He almost one-shotted me in the beginning. But again, as Ice time-controlling Monk, we got all time in the world to defeat him. And extra bonus, by starting as mage, actually I got loads of extra energy shield. Therefore, it's again one of the reasons he can't one-shot me. But Doriani is one of these bosses. When he drops to half of his health, it's time for Doom music to kick in. Okay. I'm doing great. All the potions and lotions battle. Just need to be careful of his butt. He can shoot lasers from his hedgehog butt. Okay, frozen. Wow, 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 the damage. Oh, slam attack. No, yeah. That was bad choice of attacks, Mr. Doriani. That was bad choice from you. And you're out, Mr. Slowpoke. It's time to roll. And I rolled runes, so now I can insert sockets to fix my resistances, and we're going into Act 4. Wow, I guess you know how it will be. Oh, he's just melted. Look at this dude, he's just spending half of the time by trying to get spear out of his chest. Oh no! It's Whirlwind Barbarian! Oh my goodness. Just like that, we ended at excavation site. That's where we will get secret artifact. And that's the area from trailer of Path of Exile 2, a third edict, by the way. We're trying to create artifact with Mr. Hooded One, but this bad guy actually tries to steal it. So we need to chase him and of course get artifact back. So it's time. Final fight of Act 4. Let's do it in third person view. Just... he's so slow. Frozen. Oh, what a kick, bro. You missed. Just so funny. Okay, stage 2. I like how he makes like full combination. Stage 3. Or is it stage 4? Oh, no, no, no. Okay, he's down. At this point I already see how one of the least popular classes is insanely cool and viable in the end game. But to get into the end game and clear maps, destroy all content and have lots of fun, first of all we need to defeat Act 5 or Interlude. We get back into Act 1, 2, 3 and help our old friends. Sometime I die over here, yeah, my resistance is not perfect, but overall it's pretty quick and fun act. Final boss before endgame was this guy, Asmari the Faradon Prince, and he gave me loads of troubles at day 1. He was nerfed after, but that's basically where I started to think what I want to become in the endgame. I want to become this guy, the Rock. I want to completely dominate the time and control the time. Therefore, that's my final goal. Faradon Prince is down. He wasn't able to attack even once, and it's time to maps. The raw early mapping felt nice. I unlocked my secret stash, by the way, so now I got some cool equipment and we're basically clearing maps really fast. However, there is one problem. Single target damage, yeah. As Chronomancer we don't have access to loads of offensive tools like Invoker and Chayula Monks, so I think we need to level up a little bit. I tweaked the build a little bit at this point, removed all unnecessary combo wombas, basically we just attack, and that's it, we don't need any like fancy stuff. And I thought at level 90 I will have enough damage, however that was a turning point, fight versus these two guys. I'm not only inflicting basically 0 damage to tier 5 bosses, but also I don't have enough mana to fight versus them. It took me around 10 minutes to defeat these guys. It was fun, but still we need more damage. And I got a plan. For different skills I utilized Culmination Support Gem, so I think my single target will be based on combo. Just look at this fight versus Zesht. Survivability of Chronomancer is just insane, I just can't die, I can face tank every hit of tier 3 boss. Melting maps and surviving green guys is also not a problem, so I decided I need to take my final ascension. Let's start with Trials of Chaos. This bosses is not a problem for me right now, so I got my points and new skill. This skill is awesome, I can replenish my mana just by tapping a button, and it's time to conquer Sikima's Trials. Honestly, I was so lucky with a bunch of upgrades, so it took me basically no time to get into the final The Rock fight, where I abused my new mechanic to complete his puzzles easy, and I was ready for the last fight versus pinnacle boss of Trials of Sikimas. He can control time, but I want to control him, and then control time, of course. Okay. Can I get my last ascension, please? He's like slow worm. Jeez, bro, you can't hit me. Actually, I wasn't worried. because I got a secret plan. After he is frozen, he is done. That's the plan. I used Ice Strike to generate loads of combinations, basically combo on my skills. One of the skills is Hand of Chayula, that after using its combination will give me power charges. And also Mantra of Destruction that will give next attack loads of extra chaos damage, and this attack is no other than Falling Thunder that will use power charges to inflict more damage. So let's see. He just one-shotted. Okay, now I can control time. After getting my ascension, it was time to hunt Citadel bosses to get access to Pinnacle boss, Arbiter of Ash. But first of all, let me explain how synergy works. Chronomancer slows enemies in his presence already, but I added Blasphemy with temporal chains to slow them even more. Then I got Shattering Palm that inflicts ice crystals onto enemies, and with my extra area of effect from Chronomancer Ascendancy, this area is just massive. And damage is even more massive with Herald of Ice, which also gets extra area of effect. But wait until I will stop downtime. Yeah, I can do it too. Everyone is just stopped, and that's insane ability from my Ascendancy. Look at it again. So I can walk forward, enemies can't attack me because they're super slowed, but I can slow down time. I can basically stop it and inflict damage, and then pooh, they out. Oh, that's beautiful. It was time to face Arbiter of Ash. However, I decided to challenge Path of Exile 2 rules even more. I will try not to only beat the game with Chronomancer with quarter staff, but at the same time I will try to use zero critical hit chance build. Standard approach is to respec into critical strike after you reach level 80 or so you got insane amount of power and it's just super broken. But we will try to do it as fair as possible. Okay. Let's try, it's time. I mean, plan is simple, I just freeze him. And one shot with full combo. It should be easy. Whoa, where's my freeze build up? It's cool that his skills is so slow. Yeah. Wait a minute, my friend. Okay. Maybe I can freeze him now. Double slow time. Jeez, cooldown is so long. Okay. It's your final... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are you going, my friend? Oh no. All freeze. All freeze is gone. Anyway. Oh. I hate this attack. Oh no, no, no. Jeez, it's so slow. Track back and... Oh yeah. Okay. His like laser attack is so unavoidable. It's so slow. Okay. Starting from scratch. I don't know. I will never freeze him. It's time to change plan. Let me just build combo and smash. Smash a boy. Pow! Oh! So that's how it's done. Get back, bro. It won't help you. Whoa, 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 what's going on? Please not this attack, it's unavoidable. Oh. Jeez, what's going on? Stop, please. Done. If you want to know how to play this build, this is build guide on the screen right now.